I'm flipping through Facebook, and this I see this post that says Post Malone on his first four albums, he had like 37 black artists, writers, producers, blah blah blah. And on his last two, he's had none. And of course, my immediate thought is like, yeah, that's what they do. Use black people, use people of color to get where they need to get, and then drop them. So I immediately thought, I bet he's either Jewish or like his dad is Jewish or something like that, something stupid. So I thought I'd look it up. And since I always, the claim is that I don't look the stuff up beforehand and then read it to you. I before I started looking it up, I thought, okay, I'm go live and let's figure it out. So that's what we're doing here, just for a change. I don't really post enough for it to matter anymore. I guess the more videos you post, the more likely you are to be seen. But like that the algorithm will work better. Never really cared that much about that stuff. Um, but so I'll be surprised if anybody but the one or two Israelis come on here. But we'll see. Um, so Austin Dick Post. That's his name. Austin Richard Post. Known professionally as Post Malone, is an American rapper, singer, songwriter, record producer, and guitarist. He has gained distinction and acclaim for his blending of various genres, including hip hop, pop, R&B, and trap. His stage name was derived from inputting his birth name into a rap name generator. That kind of shit is so. I don't know, there's something wrong with that to me. You're this super creative artist, right? You can't come up with a name? Like, I always thought the name of my songs were just as important as the songs. The name had to be something either clever or important. And for the longest time, I would name my songs the same thing as the names of like conspiracy theory movies that I wanted people to find. Because I foolishly used to believe that we would be the biggest, one of the bigger bands in the world. And when that happened, people would look the songs up, and when they looked the song up, they'd find the video instead and therefore get an education. That was always my thought process. He was born in 95. Malone began his musical career in 2011, so at 16, and gained recognition with his 2015 debut single, White Iverson, which peaked at number 14 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Man, that's amazing. This guy just puts out this song. This 15, 16-year-old just puts out this song that gets to the 14 on the Billboard Hot 100. Signed with Republic Records, which released his debut studio album Stoney in 2016, which peaked at number 4 on the Billboard 200 and spawned the Diamond certified single Congratulations featuring Quavo. His second album, Beer Bongs and Bentleys. Sorry. Sorry. Beer Bongs and Bentleys debuted atop the 200 and set numerous stream Rockstar featuring 21 Savage, oh, featuring Ty Dolla Sign. God, these guys are so stupid. This all sounds so stupid now. Well, it sure is shutting my stream down. My video is being all kinds of fucked with today, huh? Hang on. His third Billboard Hot 100 single, "Sunflower" with Sway Lee, was released for the accompanying soundtrack to the 2018 animated film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It became the highest certified song in RIAA history as the first to receive double diamond 20 times platinum certification. Is that song that Spider-Man sings? Is that song? Sunflower was also included on Malone's third album, Hollywood's Bleeding, 2019, which became his second to peak atop the Billboard 200 and received a second nomination for Album of the Year at the 63rd Grammy Awards. It spawned the single Circles, which became his fourth number one song on the Billboard Hot 100 and spent 61 weeks on the chart. His fourth and fifth albums, 12 Carat Toothache and Austin, both peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and saw continued success. The former spawned the top 10 singles I Like You, a Happier Song, featuring Doja Cat, oh she's so good, and One Right Now with The Weeknd. While the latter explored pop rock and spawned the top 20 singles Chemical, or um two of his 2024 singles debuted atop the Billboard Hot 100. Man, this is weird. What? Somebody doesn't want you guys. Well, weird. Huh? I'm not saying anything. I'm just reading.
The extra jerseys should be extra treatment.
That gritty feeling can't be brushed away. Even a little blurry vision can distort things, and something serious may be behind those itchy eyes.
No, not really, but I am shocked. This is insane. This Why is this difficult? I can't help but when it comes to this whole conspiracy thing, it's like, what are you supposed to do when you experience things that nobody else experiences and that you shouldn't? I mean, being able to connect and having connection issues. I live in Redford. I'm literally surrounded by cell phone towers. There's one less than a mile. There's no legit reason why this should keep happening other than it's interference from the inside out. I got it. I'm doing here. I'll tell you when I'm done.
So my bagels is shooting down.
Yeah. Okay. It's called communication. Communication always works and make things better. That's why I said something. That's why I told you I was leaving and all that stuff. It's communication works really well. Happiness is a warm gun. Bang, bang, shoot, shoot. Happiness. That song's about heroin. I think people think the wrong thing. A warm gun, a warm fucking shot of heroin. Bang, bang, shoot, shoot. There we go again. Oh, let's see. Let's just. I'm done with this part. Let's switch to early life. Austin Richard Post was born on July 4th, 1995, in Syracuse, New York. Raised by his father, Richard Post, and his stepmother, Jody. His father just became the manager of concessions for the Dallas Cowboys fucking football team. Who else doesn't have that story? Who else doesn't have that dad that was a DJ and then became for the American band Crown the Empire in 2010, but was rejected after his guitar string broke during the audition. He credited his initial interest in learning guitar to the video game Guitar Hero. Malone has expressed his affinity for alternative rock music and appeared for a DJ set at Emo Night in Los Angeles, California in June 2017, playing songs by American alt-rock band My Chemical Romance at the event. According to Malone, his foray into professional music began when he in his heavy metal in a metal band. He said soon afterwards he transitioned to softer rock as well as hip hop before beginning to experiment on FL. You get now? You get why this is such a fucking nightmare? Personal life in 2019 resides in Cottonwood House, Utah, in a multi-million-dollar, 12,000 square foot home. His former home in San Fernando Valley, California, was burglared on September 1st, 2018. How do you burgle that? Doesn't a rich guy home have rich guy security, rich guy neighborhood, blah? Wonder who burgled his house. On 21st, 2018. Malone boarded a plane. The tires blew out during takeoff, and the plane was rerouted to Stewart International Airport for an emergency landing. The plane landed safely. The plane had landed. Malone tweeted about the incident, writing, "I landed, guys. Thank you for your prayers. Can't believe how many people wish death on me on this website. Fuck you. But not today." What a weird ass motherfucker. Malone was involved in a car crash on September 8th, 2018. Like 2 weeks later, Malone's white Rolls-Royce Wraith was driving through Santa Monica in the early morning when it collided with another at 3:30 a.m. Although no one was severely injured in the incident, several people were treated for minor injuries. And Malone wasn't arrested for DUI? Boy, sure seems like a lot of white privilege to me. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Oh. Holy shit. Holy shit. I just worked something out. Malone was in a 3-year-long relationship with Ashley Diaz, ending in November 2018. I mean, if he was in a 3-year relationship in 2015, like, how did this guy just appear out of nowhere in 2015? He was 15 years old. Wait, no, he was 20. He was 20 years old. Must be nice, man. Hurry the fuck up, crazy girl. Malone announced that he was expecting his first child with current girlfriend in 2022 May. In June, during an appearance on the Howard Stern Show, Malone revealed that his girlfriend daughter name is being kept private, but her initials DDP are tattooed on his forehead. The song "Yours" on his album F1 Trillion is inspired by his daughter as he envisions her getting married when she's older. 2020, a video surfaced showing Malone falling and behaving oddly on stage to his song "I Fall Apart," which made fans worry about his well-being and health. Malone later revealed that he is not on drugs, and "I feel the best I've ever fucking felt in my life." His manager, Dre London, likewise claimed there was no need to worry that Malone's behavior was part of the act. Malone's father, Richard Post, also commented on artist's behavior, stating that he does not want to come across as dismissive. To those of you who have expressed concern about Austin, your sincerity and kindness regarding him is heartwarming and appreciated. During his interview with Howard Stern, Malone revealed that he has long struggled with alcoholism, but has recovered with the help of his fiancée. So, again, I think his family is, let's see, political views for some reason. Malone has a tattoo of U.S. President John F. Kennedy on his arms. Oh, sorry. Yeah, just taking care of that. Oh, sorry, guys. And Zion said that Kennedy was, quote, the only president to speak out against the crazy corruption going on in the government. Um, and go and now, because this is that stupidity that you see everywhere. This dumb notion that Kennedy was against the system. Kennedy wasn't against the system. I have no idea what really happened with Kennedy. It's another one of those really great distractions, actually, because it should be something that you should focus on and you should want answers to. But the truth is, unless we override the Jews that control the narrative now, we'll never know. That's Grand Rapids. No, not even close. Let's see. In 2016, Malone stated that if asked to perform at the inauguration of Donald Trump, he would have not have been opposed, though he stated that neither Trump nor Hillary were fit for president of the United States, and expressed he supported his support for Bernie Sanders during the election cycle. Told you. Malone later expressed a dislike for in the 2017 interview for Rolling Stone. In the same interview, he revealed that he had a collection of guns and believes it is an American right to own and operate guns. God, we're so stupid. Malone also expressed a strong interest in conspiracy theories when he said, "There's crazy shit that goes on that we can't explain." During a trip to Canada in 2018, Malone was interviewed when asked what the biggest lie is. He replied, "The biggest lie in the world is that the United States government. It's a fucking reality show, and I think there's going to be a lot of weird shit that happens within our generation that really changes the way of the world." I mean, maybe I'm just maybe he is that guy. I doubt it. You don't get to be that big, that popular in wrestling games and no. Come on, dude. One of the reasons. All right, you gotta keep your eye on her. You know she steals things all the time. I'm really like I don't know. I mean, I'm going through all of this like I don't know, post midlife crisis. I don't know what you call it. Definitely can't imagine I'm gonna be fucking 90 years old. So, um, but I'm questioning everything. Am I wrong? Have I been wrong? Have I been wrong about the music? Have I been wrong about the perspective? And it's that constant questioning things, constant scrutiny that affirms. Every time I try to look into it, something in a way like Post Malone thing, right? Looking into it, there are little pieces that show things. And then there's the other side, which of course there's going to be the other side. but it's not like, it's not like it's this open thing where I look at it and it's like, clearly he has, this is who his family is. That are fans, the fans are, you can click there. Well, it's weird. I don't even know if that's the truth. I mean, it's like most people that are famous from history, you can do that. You can, their dad was this person, and then you can click on that and come to find out their dad was this, and their mother was like, you see that a lot. With posts, you didn't. I was drowning in debt. He says, drowning. I just think about all this shit too much. I guess I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know how all of you exist in this world without constantly questioning the same things I question. I mean, it's like it's insulting how stupid all of it is, and I'm, it's like, who does this make sense to? Who sees this and thinks, "Fuck yeah, well, this makes all the sense in the world." Yeah. I mean, I'm so fascinated by the Trump shooting and the lack of interest in it. You think about, I mean, I don't know if you're per se. Like, I know it was a big deal for a minute, but I also know, like, we should look that one up. That'll be the next thing we look up. Ronald Reagan assassination attempt. All right, this is going to be good. On March 30th, 1981. Yeah, see, I don't remember this. I was too young. I was two. 3. The President of the United States was shot and wounded by John Hinckley Jr. in Washington, D.C. as he was returning to his limousine after a speaking engagement at the Washington Hilton. Hinckley believed the attack would impress actress Jodie Foster, with whom he had developed an obsession, an ero erotomatic obsession. I don't know what the fuck that is. Erotomatic obsession after viewing her in the 1976 film Taxi Driver when she was like 14, right? Let's just take that quick break right here. Born in 62. So in 76 she was 14. And then in 81 she would have been 19. So, but he didn't want 19-year-old Jodie Foster, did he? He wanted 15-year-old Jodie Foster, or 14-year-old Jodie Foster. You know what I think is crazy? There's a video from Michael Jordan's first game, and that's 84. And I don't know how famous was. Let's look it up. Madonna first song. 1982. Her first song was Everybody in 1982. So I guess she was released 83. Everybody was her first song, but she wasn't famous yet. Okay, so Everybody was in 82, and then Holiday, Lucky Star, those were in 83. Okay, so Borderline. So she was famous by then. My bad. I was thinking of something else. Um, all right, so we're back here. Hinckley, blah, blah. Reagan was seriously wounded by a revolver bullet that ricocheted off the side of the president's limousine and hit him in the left underarm, breaking a rib, puncturing a lung, and causing serious internal bleeding. He was close to death. Arrived at George Washington Hospital, but was stabilized in the emergency room. He then underwent emergency exploratory surgery. He recovered and was released from the hospital on April 11th. He was shot and broke March 30th than that to recover from exploratory surgery in 1981. He got shot by a revolver bullet that ricocheted off the limousine and hit him. I thought dude used the fucking sniper rifle. Holy shit. I mean, I would think it would be different. I just wouldn't think that an old man like Reagan getting shot. Again, it's surprising to me the whole revolver bullet ricocheted. I didn't think, how did Hinckley get that close? I thought Hinckley was kind of far using a pistol or using a rifle of some sort. So that's really weird. I didn't know. Let's see. No formal invocations of sections 3 or 4 of the Constitution, 25th Amendment, concerning the Vice President assuming the President's powers and duties took place, though Secretary of State Alexander Haig stated that he was in control here. Why would he be in control? At the White House until Vice President George H. Bush returned to Washington from Fort Worth, Texas. Haig was fourth on the list on the line of succession after Bush, Speaker of the House Tip O'Neill, and President pro tempore of Senate Strom Thurmond. Some bad people, huh? History has shown them to be some pretty bad people. Bush was in Texas, and then the news of the shooting came through, and he was like, "Oh, I'll just hang out." Like, wouldn't he immediately be on the plane to Washington to assume whatever duties it was and potentially be sworn in? I mean, I know while Kennedy was still thought to maybe be alive, they were swearing in. No, it was that. No, they were swearing in Johnson with Kennedy supposedly on the plane. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. But still, I mean, that all took place relatively quickly. What was George Bush Sr. No new taxes. Read my lips. No new taxes. And when this new the way he says that, when this new war is successful, we will be. Dun dun dun. It's like, uh, all right. All right. I'm gonna come back live. Hopefully.